Good morning. Here I am once again at the Cow Creek Trailhead, and I'm going to be going for something a little different today. I'm going to try and summit Sheep Mountain, and then with any luck, I'm going to go down the west side and connect with Bridal Veil Falls, pick up the trail, and take it on back to the McGraw Ranch, which is also the Cow Creek Trailhead. And right here, once again, we want to hang a left, hike through the McGraw Ranch for 100 yards or so, and then take a right up the North Boundary Trail. So we want to head off to the right, up the North Boundary Trail, where when we get to the top of the ridge, we're going to hang a left and just keep going higher until we get to the summit. And then with any luck, I can drop down onto Bridal Veil Falls and come back on this trail right here. This hike to the top is just barely over 2 miles. However, it's going to have over 1,900 feet of elevation gain, so it's going to be pretty steep the entire way. When you start up the North Boundary Trail, there's like an old road, and then just past it, there's a trail. However, when you start coming up though, the trail turns into the road, and the road turns into the trail. But to make a long story short, you want to stay over here to the right side. That's going to be the trail. And after about 25 minutes of hiking or so, I'm up here to the top of the hill, where if you continue straight, that'll take you down to the West Creek Falls cutoff. However, I want to hang a left and start bushwhacking up right here. This is the east ridge of Sheep Mountain. And I just have to say, for bushwhacking up the side of a mountain, this isn't bad at all. There's actually a pretty decent trail going through here. Made it up to a nice little lookout spot, and this hike is really easy so far. And this is going to be the first real good view of Sheep Mountain. Came across an antler here on the way up to Sheep Mountain. And it's pretty much just more of the same bushwhacking. It's not too bad, although it's getting a little steeper here at the top. Sheep Mountain has what looks like 2 summits. There's kind of a roundy one to like the southeast, and then there's a more of a rocky outcrop. And the rocky outcrop is the higher point. That's the true summit. And so I'm kind of skirting that first false summit towards the north. And this is getting real haggard through here. Real nasty. You're going to want to bring a GPS for this part. Looks like I've knocked out most of the elevation gain, as I'm actually now kind of going down and over to the rocky outcrop, which from what I understand is the true summit. It's like 25 feet higher or so than the hill that I kind of skirted around. Just a tad bit higher. And that's going to be it right there. That's the summit of Sheep Mountain. And that looks worthy of the bushwhack. Wow. This is really haggard through here. Pretty thick, pretty nasty. And I'm already noticing a few new holes in my pants. This bushwhack at the top is so nasty. It is so dense through here. But I'm about ready to break through to the top, to where the rocks are. Right there. That's gonna be the summit. Sheep Mountain, baby. summit of Sheep Mountain. Oh yeah! And look at this view. Wow. It's a nice shot of the summit ridge, which I'm standing on the very edge of. Yeah, definitely don't want to fall right there. And that's looking back at the Sheep Mountain Falls summit. That's about 25 feet lower than this one. It looks higher from over here, but that's what the book said. These two peaks are indistinguishable when you're up here. However, this one's a little taller. And now my next trick is going to try to be to bushwhack over to Bridal Veil Falls. And I'm going to go down right through here and see if I can work my way over to Bridal Veil Falls. And if I can pick the trail up and coast it right on back to the Cow Creek Trailhead. I believe Bridal Veil Falls is going to be right down in here. Looking at the mountains here, in the background, of course, you're going to have Twin Sisters, Meteor, Longs, and the rest of the mountains in the Rocky Mountain National Park. However, in the front here, that real jaggedy one, that's real wide, that's Castle Mountain. The roundy one to the right is going to be McGregor. This more pointy one to the right of that is going to be Dark Mountain. So I'm just going to keep the show on the road here. I'm going to keep moving. And I'm going to head on down here and then hook a big old U-turn around the front of this rocky outcropping. And I made it down to the saddle in between the lower summit and the rocky outcrop. And I picked a really good route down. Much easier than the way I went up. And from here, I'm going to angle it down and over to Bridal Veil Falls. I kind of enjoy doing these solo, these kind of hikes more solo, because when I bring somebody on them, they think I'm crazy. A good reference point for hiking over to Bridal Veil Falls from the top of Sheep Mountain is to keep Dark Mountain directly in front of you. You want to act like you're hiking directly at Dark Mountain, and then the top of Bridal Veil Falls is going to be right in between. And after some nasty bushwhacking, the worst yet, I believe I'm just above Bridal Veil Falls right now. And as you can see, that's the ridge that I was talking about. You definitely want to stay on the high side of it, the eastern side. And then there's one way that kind of winds around behind and should drop down onto the falls. I'm about ready to drop in on the Cow Creek. And I am going to have to cross that thing. I hope it's not too bad. But I mean, if I have to, I'll take my shoes and socks off and roll my pants up and I'll walk across that thing if I have to. I'm definitely not going back up and over Sheep Mountain to get down. Not going to happen. As long as you keep Dark Mountain right in front of you and stay to the east side of the ridge, you'll be fine. This is the end of the ridge and it kind of tapers off. And this is the way we're going to get down. And that's going to be the Cow Creek down there. And I'm going to have to cross it somehow. And I'm thinking right here looks as good as any other spot. I should be able to get that with like one step. And I can grab onto that tree right there. No problem. Well, I could have done that a little smoother, but at least I'm over here now. And I picked up the little social trail. I should drop right down on the top of Bridal Falls and freak out all the people that hiked up the normal way. This is going to be the top of Bridal Falls right here. It's about 11:15. Been sitting up here at the top of Bridal Falls for quite a while. So I'm going to head over here and work my way down to the base of the falls. Probably grab a few more shots and then pick up the trail and head on back to the Cow Creek Trailhead. And this is the way back down to the base of Bridal Falls. About 11:30 right now, and I'm back on the trail. I'm about ready to cruise this down to 3.1 miles back to the Cow Creek Trailhead. And we've got snakes, folks. One just went right in front of me here on the path. He was just a little guy, but still, I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm honestly glad that I didn't know about the snakes as I was trouncing through that knee-high grass. That was... I feel like there might be some snakes in there. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was sleeping earlier. However, I am now fully snake awake, and I'm looking for them. Even though it's really hard with all these pretty flowers all around. And this is amazing. Look at this. Back down to the Cow Creek Trail, where we want to hang a left for 2 miles back to the Cow Creek Trailhead. And that's going to be looking up at the south side of Sheep Mountain, that big rocky face. This has turned out to be a really great hike. It's a little more than I bargained for, but it wasn't too bad, and I had a fun time. We're to the last trail junction here, where if you go straight, that'll take you up to Gem Lake and Balanced Rock. However, we're going to continue on this way, 1.2 miles back to the Cow Creek Trailhead. And after about an hour and 15 minutes, I'm back now to the North Boundary Trail cutoff in the McGraw Ranch. Just about back to the car, and it's just about 1 o'clock right now. Yeah, it's just about 1 o'clock right now, so that took less than an hour and a half to get down. So there you go. If you're looking for a cool way to do Bridal Veil Falls, give that one a shot. Until the next one, y'all, peace.